Hey there! If you've ever felt like you're just buried in spreadsheets, you know exactly what data chaos feels like. Well, today, we're going to show you how to turn all that chaos into clarity by building your very first database. And we'll be using a tool you probably already have, Microsoft Excel.
Okay, does this picture hit a little too close to home? Maybe it's not a library for you, but it's your project files or your customer list. You know the info is in there somewhere, but finding that one specific thing feels like a total nightmare. That's data chaos, and that's what we're here to fix.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the problem, that messy data. Then we'll define the solution, what a database actually is. We'll talk about our tool, Excel. Then we'll get hands-on and build one, step by step. And finally, we'll show you how to make it even smarter with formulas.
So we've all felt the chaos. Let's talk about the hero of the story, the database. Now, I know, the word sounds super technical, maybe even a little intimidating, but trust me, the concept behind it is actually incredibly simple.
You know, the really important part of this definition isn't just the store and organize part. It's the second half, making it easy to analyze, search, and modify. See, a database isn't just a digital filing cabinet where you dump stuff. It's a living, breathing system designed to help you find and use your information in an instant. So here's the thing. A database kind of forces you to be organized right from the get-go. It makes you think about collecting your info consistently and organizing it with a clear structure. And that little bit of discipline is everything. Think of it like this. It's the 10 minutes of planning that saves you 10 hours of frustrated searching down the road. And here is the best part. You might be thinking you need some fancy, expensive software for this, right? Well, guess what? You don't. The perfect tool for building a simple but really powerful database is probably already on your computer. Let's talk about good old Microsoft Excel. I mean, think about it. Excel is literally just a giant grid of columns in rows, and that's the heart of any database. Plus, it's got these amazing built-in features like sorting and filtering that let you instantly rearrange your data to find exactly what you're looking for. It's the perfect place to start.
All right, enough talk. It's time to roll up our sleeves and actually build one. We are going to walk through the exact steps to create your very first database, starting from a totally blank spreadsheet.
But first, we got to get two key terms straight, a field and a record. Here's the easiest way to remember it. A field, which is your column, is the question you're asking, like, what's the product price, or what's the customer's email? A record, which is your row, is the complete set of answers for one single item. So columns are the questions, rows are the answers. And really, it's that straightforward. First, you build the frame, your columns. Second, you fill it with your info, your rows. And third, don't worry, you can always change it and add to it as you go. Okay, let's zoom in on that first step. This is all about planning. Before you type in a single name or number, you have to decide, what information are we even trying to keep track of here? These are your fields, your column headers. And this picture shows that first step perfectly. Look at that first row, row 1. We've clearly labeled columns A, B, and C with the exact kind of information that's going to go in them. This is the blueprint, the skeleton of our database. Now, I know we're using a school example here, but just imagine this for a small business. Your fields, your column headers, could be things like product name, price, how many we have in stock, or customer email. The principle is exactly the same. So step 1 is done. We have our structure. Now for the fun part, actually putting our information in there. This is where you fill in the blanks, one row at a time. See how row 2 now has all the info for one student? It's got their ID, their class, their name, everything. That single row right there, that's what we call a complete record. And you just keep going, adding a new row for every new student or product or whatever it is you're tracking. So in the business world, each row tells a complete story. It could represent a single customer's entire order, or one single task in a huge project, or maybe one employee's file in HR. Each row is its own neat little package of information. Okay, so we brought order to the chaos. That in itself is a huge win, right? But what if we could make our database do some of the work for us? What if we could make it smarter? This is where Excel really starts to show off. Because when your data has numbers in it, things like sales figures, inventory counts, project budgets, you can do so much more than just store them. You can actually calculate with them. And this right here, this is the golden rule. If you remember one thing about formulas, make it this. If you want Excel to do math, you always start by typing an equal sign. That little symbol is like a magic wand that tells Excel, okay, get ready to do some math.
And with that one simple rule, you unlock a ton of power. I mean, imagine you have a column with 100 different expenses. Instead of pulling out a calculator, you just click an empty cell, type a simple formula, and boom, you have the total instantly. You can get averages, find the highest sale, track your profit. The database starts doing the heavy lifting for you.
So there you have it. We went from a messy pile of information to a structured, intelligent system that can actually give us answers. You now have the fundamental skills to build a database for your job, for your hobbies, for pretty much anything. So the only real question left is, what chaos are you going to conquer first?